Hello, this is an introduction to poetry grade 1, quiz 1. Read the following stanza or part of the poem from William Wordsworth's Daffodils, then answer the questions below. The stanza reads as, I wandered lonely as a cloud. So the poet is telling the reader that he is walking aimlessly or without an aim. He was all alone as a cloud in the sky. The cloud that floats on high over vales and hills. This cloud swims in the sky as if it's a ship floating or swimming, but not over water, over the valleys and hills or smaller mountains. When all at once, which means out of sudden or suddenly, I saw a crowd. A crowd means great numbers. A host of golden daffodils. A daffodil refers to a kind of flowers. Golden refers to the color of this flower. Beside the lake, near the lake, beneath the trees or under the trees, fluttering. Fluttering means بيتمايل and dancing in the breeze of air. This is the stanza of the poem. Here are the questions that we should answer for the quiz. Question number 1. Extract يعني استخرج the following from the previous stanza. Simile. Simile. We have said before that by simile we mean a comparison between two entities, provided that we use a tool of comparison such as like or as. Then you extract بتستخرج personification تشخيص or comparing a non-human to a human. The third is to extract a metaphor, the opposite of personification, comparing to non-human. Visual images, images which appeal to the sense of sight. So you have to search for words denoting colors, denoting light, denoting concrete objects. Antithesis, which means contrast. Caesura, a comma in the middle of the line. Alliteration, جناس استهلالي, which means a repetition of the same sound at the beginning of a number of words. Consonants, جناس ناقص, the repetition of consonant sounds. And the last one is the assonance, the repetition of the vowel sound all through two words. After you extract all the previous elements, you should mention the pattern of the rhyme scheme. What do we mean by the rhyme scheme? اللي هي قافية نهاية البيت. The rhyme scheme. Then you should state the kind of this rhyme, whether it's approximate rhyme, a regular rhyme, irregular rhyme, feminine, masculine, or any other form of rhymes that we have studied in lecture number 1. Is there a refrain in the stanza? You have to say yes or no. And if the answer is yes, you have to mention which line constitute the refrain. But of course, if the answer is no, so you are not obliged to mention any refrain because simply it's non-present. Also, you have to search for a rhetorical question if there is any in the previous stanza. The second question, or the last question, sorry, belongs to the second lecture. The lecture entitled Meter of Poetry. Scan the lines. What do we mean by scan the lines? يعني you have to count the number of syllables and then to state the number of feet to mention whether the line is monometer, dimeter, trimeter, tetrameter, and so on. Then you have to state the type of meter style, such as iambic or anapest or trochee or any other type that we have studied in lecture number 2. You have to mention whether it's regular or not. By regular, we mean it's the same meter all through these lines. If it's irregular or not regular, it means that every line of verse has a different meter or a different number of feet. So, again, you have to read the stanza more than once, and you have to detect or extract all the elements of poetry that we have studied in lecture 1 and lecture 2. By reading carefully, you will extract even more elements than what I have told you to search for. It's very easy, but you might confront some difficulty because it's your first quiz. Don't feel confused. Try to solve as much as you can, and the wrong answers will be corrected in the classroom together. Thanks for watching, and I wish you the best of luck. See you the next lecture. Goodbye.